Hi everyone, this is not how I planned on starting this vlog. I had every intention of being all ready to go for the week and just getting started. However, things don't always go according to plan, and if you've been with me for a while you'll know that I plan to do things all the time and it never happens. I am probably one of the most unreliable YouTubers you could ever hope to meet. Really selling myself here, I'm aware of that. But yeah, there's no point lying about it. It is what it is. I am who I am and I want to be better. Hopefully at some point I'll get my life together and it will happen. But as of right now, things are currently calm. But for the last few months while I've been away from YouTube again, things weren't quite so calm. There's been a few things going on in my personal life. Some of it is residual from when my dad passed away last year, and some of it is other stuff that's come up since then that was sort of related to that, and sort of just people being people. Less said about that the better. I'm not going to go into detail. Quite frankly, I'm exhausted by it all and you don't want to hear all about it anyway. So let's just try and crack on with a weekly vlog. I don't know whether this will end up being an every weekly kind of thing. I guess it depends on what I've got planned. I don't generally have a massive social life, so I don't really get out and about all that much. But occasionally I do leave the house and I thought it might just be interesting to see how it goes, trying to take you with me. I did have every intention of filming an empties video yesterday, but I stupidly forgot that I would need camera batteries to do that, and I have two of them. They were both completely dead, so that just didn't happen. Like I said, I have been away for a while. I'm gonna be completely honest. I did actually think, do I really still want to be doing this? I keep starting and stopping. Is there a reason for that? Is it because I just don't want to be doing it anymore? And I did think about just not doing YouTube anymore, but that actually made me a little bit sad. So clearly not ready to give it up just yet. We're going to give it one more go. So yesterday didn't really get much done. This area behind me was a complete mess, so I did spend a little time trying to sort that out yesterday, and I've done quite a bit more today, if I'm honest, because this is a spare room, but I do try and keep it functional for sort of my filming, working kind of area. But yeah, every once in a while things just kind of get dumped in here, things kind of pile up around me, and before I know it I've got paperwork stacked up to my eyeballs, I've got books just in need of organising, makeup everywhere that needs just putting away. It just ends up a bit of a mess, to be honest. So I have spent some time trying to clean that up today and get organised again. Filming an empties video, I'm hoping I can do that this week, but I am at work for the next few days now, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Just for context as well, it is now the 2nd of July. I planned on starting on the 1st of July. It's now about 10:30 at night and I'm quite tired, so I'm not going to be filming that video today. I just wanted to get this intro for this vlog done first. So today has been a little bit more productive. As I said, I've done some cleaning and tidying and sorting, and made my desk area accessible because it really wasn't, and it needed to be. And for the first time in a very long time, I actually went running with some friends from work. I've not been great sort of in the keeping myself physically healthy department. quite honestly, motivation left me, and I'm very much a comfort eater, so I will just gravitate towards snacks whenever I'm feeling any kind of feelings, and it's kind of been taking a bit of a toll on me mentally, physically. I've just not been feeling the best, so I did start to try and get back on top of things a few weeks ago, and the other day a couple of friends from work were like, we're going jogging on Tuesday, do you fancy it? And I went, not really, no, but hey, let's give it a go. So we've done that this morning, and I'm actually quite impressed with myself. I'm quite proud of myself. I did a lot better than I thought I was going to, so that was good to know that I'm not completely inept. But yeah, it was tough going though, and that's part of the reason that I'm so tired right now, because it was quite a heavy going morning, and then I've done some stuff at home as well. I had to go for an extra walk after I picked my son up from school today as well, so it's been a very physically demanding day. So I am now sitting with my I Can't Adult Today mug with a chamomile tea in it, and I'm going to go to bed soon. So we'll see what the rest of this week brings. I don't know how much more there's going to be, but if nothing else, here's an explanation as to, well, not an explanation, but a sort of a, hi, I know I've been gone for a while, I'm sort of back. Hopefully it's going to be more regular. Every time I promise that, something else happens, so I'm making no promises at this point. I'm just going to be real and say I'm here now, I'm happy I'm here now. Actually kind of excited at the idea of vlogging. I do have a few interesting things happening in July, so expect more vlogs of some description. Probably not massive ones, maybe a few little mini ones here and there, but yeah, let's see how vlogging treats us, and I will film an empties video at some point. Honestly, there's not a lot, because I have not been wearing makeup an awful lot, and skincare kind of got neglected as well. Look, when I sink into a hole, I give up on everything, which I know isn't healthy, but I am trying to build good habits again. We're all human, and there's room for improvement for everybody, some more than others, but as long as we're trying, that is the main thing, and that is what I'm trying to tell myself at the moment. So hopefully I will see you again at some point this week, but if not, I do hope everyone's well. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for even clicking on this video if you have, because I know I am very unreliable. But I do really appreciate you, and I do appreciate everyone who has asked questions about what's happening, where I am. If you haven't left me any messages and I haven't replied, again, I apologise, but social media is something that kind of I just put to one side as well when I'm not feeling great, so sorry. But I do appreciate you. So yeah, let's see what the rest of this week brings, if anything, and if not, I'll see you again in another video. Someone seems to have stolen my seat. What are you doing here? This is my spot. Oh, okay, it's yours now. Fine. Just checking in. It is Friday, is it? It is Friday. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I have been to work for a couple of days already. I've still got to go to work again tonight. I'm so tired. But it's what pays the bills. So, gotta go. So I am up. I am ready-ish. I just need to get changed soon. So I just thought I'd check in again. I've had some parcels arrive. I think I know what's in them. Don't know whether you're interested, but I thought let's just open them now. They did come a couple of days ago. I just haven't had chance to open them. I know what this is. I can feel what this is. So remember I went running the other day on Tuesday. Yeah, I have misplaced my running bottle, so I had to order another one. Actually, this is a pack of 2, so there's 2 in here. So let me just show you what these look like. Nothing extravagant, it's just some simple hand through the hole so that you can hold it while you run kind of bottles. And yeah, they did come in a pack of 2, which is probably a good thing for me because I lose lids, I lose bottles. So yeah, now I can have 2 just in case I misplace one. So, and I would imagine that my son will probably pinch one of these at some point as well because he likes to copy mum and drink from her water containers. But yeah, so that is those, and I think they were about £8 or something. I can't remember. All of this is from Amazon, by the way, because that's just, it's just the easiest way for me to get things into my life. And then the rest, I think some of it's books, and I think some of it is like a notice board type thing, which I'm really not sure about. I loved it when I first saw it. I love the idea of it, but now I've ordered it, I'm not sure it's going to work. But let's just get in and see if I can remember what I actually ordered book-wise, because I think I remember, but there were a few of them. Oh, I remember. So I used to read this series years and years ago in my teen years, so they're probably a bit young for me, if I'm honest. But long story short, I've moved house a few times. I've lost a few of the books, and the covers on them all changed. And they were then different sizes and shapes, and it just annoyed the life out of me. So I am currently working my way through replacing them all. And this is from the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series. Do I need them? No. Well, no. Need? No. Want? Absolutely. They are very nostalgic for me. I used to love this series. Never finished it because there were so many books, but I figure once I get so far through getting sort of replenishing the collection, I will probably give them another go and probably realise just how ridiculous they are, but they remind me of happier times. So yeah, that's that one. And then I've been watching my Fruits Basket DVDs with my son recently, and thought it might be kind of cool to actually get the books that go with them. So we've got number 1 to 4 and we've started reading them, but this one is number 5 to add to the collection when we get there. I just think it's really cute. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and if you've heard about this series or watched it or read any of the books, yes, I'm very aware that there's a very misogynistic character in there. So it's kind of like borderline, is this okay? It probably isn't. But I mean, yes, my son is watching it with me, but he's watching it with me, and whenever stuff like that is happening or is said, I am very clear with him. That's not how we talk to. That is not how we talk about ladies, okay? So yeah, so that's that. And then I've heard so much about this series that I decided to get the whole box set. I did actually buy the first book, The Cruel Prince, for myself a little while ago, but I didn't actually get around to reading it. And a friend at work who also loves books and also loves this sort of genre of book, it was her birthday, so I thought, do you know what, it's a brand new book, it's never even been cracked open, and I think she will probably enjoy it. And I gave it to her, and then I couldn't replace the book because my local Waterstones just never had it in stock, so Amazon it was, and they had the box set for a fairly reasonable price, so I treated myself. Really looking forward to reading this. And that's something I forgot to mention actually, was that I've gotten back into reading. I hadn't read for about 7 years. Coincidentally, that's how old my son is. Let's do the maths there. But yeah, so there was never time when he was a baby, and by the time there was time, I was just so tired that I couldn't keep my eyes open while reading, and that kind of was just a theme that continued throughout the last few years. Every time I got a chance to read, I was tired. I did sort of do the audiobook route through Audible, but I was getting through maybe like 1 or 2 books a year that way, and Kindle wise I was maybe reading 1 book a year, which compared to how much I used to read was quite upsetting, and it's something that I've wanted to get back into for a long time. So in about January, February time, I was talking to this friend from work, and we were talking about our mutual love of books, and she was talking to me about some of the books that she was currently reading, and something in my brain just went, I want to do that. So I went to my bookshop, because all the books that I used to own, quite a lot of them, I've kind of gotten rid of over the years, because I just went, I've got a Kindle, I don't really need the physical copies, and space, I think I was trying to make some space, but I really missed having physical books. I really do love having physical books. I'm not going to buy physical books for everything, because there isn't room, but I do have some room. I've created this little book space behind me now, so that's really cool, and I just feel like it's a part of me that I've sort of re-embraced. So yeah, so reading is back on my agenda, which actually is probably another reason why it's taken me so long to get back into filming, because if I've had spare time, I've been reading. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, last package, and I think this is going to be the notice board thing. Let's get into it. Yep, so that looks interesting, doesn't it? Does not look like a notice board at all, does it? I'll pop a picture up on the screen of what it's supposed to look like when it's on the wall. But essentially it's like these wire grid things that you just sort of put onto the wall, and then this one that I've ordered has also got some like a attachments, I guess, that you can sort of stick on. Oh, there's some plastic tie things on here. Oh no, I can't get in. Oh no, my scissors are too big to get in. Hold on. So it's got some little attachment things, so you can sort of use these hooks here to sort of hook it onto the grids, and little basket space here. Storage is something I'm always trying to find more of or create more of, because I like stuff. Unfortunately, there's never anywhere to put the stuff, so it's a problem. But yeah, there's just a couple of little things. I think that's supposed to be like a little like letter holder or something that you can hook on. There were a few different things in here, and oh, I see them. It came with some little pegs that you can attach some like notes and photos and that to as well, and they're all in this little pack here, little pretty coloured pegs and some twine. And then the attachments to put it on the wall. Now this is where I've got a little bit like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work, because I don't really want to be putting holes in my wall. We are in a rented property. We're not supposed to be putting holes in our wall. I might have to suck it up and put some holes in the wall and then fill them up and repaint this room before we decide to move out at some point. To be fair, it's only little holes. It's not too bad, but still, it's a bit messy, doesn't it? It's just these little things, so you can sort of put them into the wall, hammer those nails into the wall, and then you can hook the grids onto the hooks. So I think that's probably going to be the way I have to go, to be honest. But I don't know, I was just a bit like, I've ordered it and then I'm thinking, is it going to work? I might try to put them up over the weekend and see what happens. I do have this weekend off, Saturday and Sunday off. So tomorrow, my husband's at work. Is he? Is he? Yes, he is. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I've forgotten what day of the week it is again. My husband's at work tomorrow. So it's just me and my son for most of the day. So depending on the weather, we might go for a walk. It has been a lovely morning. I'm sad that I haven't been able to go and spend some time in it. It does look a little bit breezy. It was very windy yesterday. But yeah, it's been quite blue skies and puffy clouds, and you know, flowers looking pretty in the sunlight. Hopefully tomorrow will be more of the same. I haven't actually checked the weather. Should we do that now? Let's check the weather. Let's see what tomorrow is going to be like and decide sort of in advance what I might get me and my son to do tomorrow. We might go to the park or something. Although we are going out Sunday. I would do our bookshop, Starbucks, art club trip on a Sunday, which I think I'm going to vlog that this time. And that'll probably be in next week's vlog. I'll probably start next week's vlog from Sunday. But tomorrow is Saturday. What can we do tomorrow? Saturday. Yeah. Rain. So maybe we won't. If we do something, I will probably take you with us so that you can see what we get up to. If not, I'll check in tomorrow, let you know what has or hasn't happened either way, and we'll probably end the video tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for today, because I've got to go to work in about half an hour, so I need to go and get some food ready to take with me, because I'm trying to eat better, which means buying less food while I'm out, and I need to change my clothes. So that's today. See you soon. Just checking in. It is Saturday today, and I am going to wrap up this vlog here. As predicted, it did rain, although it's been very weird today. It sort of rained, it's looked a bit gloomy, then it rained some more, and then the sun came out briefly, and now it's kind of in between. It can't quite decide what it wants to do today, so we've just decided to have a lazy day today, and by lazy I mean my son has been coming up with all sorts of games that we can play. Most of them seem to include me being stuffed under a pile of cushions and soft toys while he climbs all over them with me underneath. He found it fun, let's just put it that way. But no, it's just been nice to have a bit of a more chilled out day today, so that's good. There's not really anything else happening today, so I figured this is probably just the best time to wrap it up for this week. Tomorrow we are going out, me and my son are going out for a few hours tomorrow, doing what we consider to be some interesting things, so I'm going to try and bring you along for that, but that'll be in next week's vlog. It just makes more sense for me for the week ahead, for what I've got planned for the week ahead. I do have work, and that's going to take up quite a large portion of the week, so, well, daytime in the week anyway, so if I include tomorrow in this week's vlog, there'll be nothing for next week. So I've actually really enjoyed dipping my toe into filming again and doing a little bit of vlogging, so I'm going to try and keep that going for a little bit. Hopefully this hasn't been too boring for you. I know the beginning was a little bit rambly, sorry, and I've looked at some of the footage. I was trying to edit some yesterday and realised just how awkward I looked. I feel a bit more comfortable now. I think it was just that whole getting back into filming again and getting used to talking to a camera again. It was making me a bit nervous, I think. So, but no, all good. I think I'm okay. I haven't filmed my empties video yet. I'm hoping to get that done tomorrow as well. So that should be out next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be doing this again. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. So, as always, I hope everyone's well, and I will hopefully see you all again in another video very soon. Thanks for watching.